Welcome back to another episode of the Rebel 93 podcast with yours truly, your host, Ark Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got Tiago on the camera back there. I don't know if y'all can see him through the shades.
I'm in a different mood today.
Yeah.
So that's how you feel?
I'm in a different mood.
Okay. What's that? What mood are you in?
We got the glasses on already.
It's
Early in the party and here we got them on.
That's a fact.
Yeah, now I had to switch the color up.
Nah, we're not going to just act like you didn't say what you said earlier. You thought I robbed you.
You did.
No, that's crazy.
You did.
That's crazy. What did I say? What did I say to you? I was like, well, I said it to all of y'all. I said, yo, I'll rob y'all, but I wouldn't lie to y'all. Okay.
That's still bad enough.
No,
After
I'm not
episode 2,
actually, I wouldn't rob. I wouldn't rob y'all. Let me get that clear.
Nah,
I wouldn't rob
y'all.
y'all.
I know you wouldn't.
Feel
but
me?
You want to introduce yourself?
Just somebody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Lars on the Lens here. What's going on, Rebel fam? We back at it. We back here on a nice day. We get into it. How's everybody feeling?
Well, if anyone cares, my name is Andy, a.k.a.
Oh, wow. I thought you was going to go. I really... All right, you
It's not about how everyone's doing today.
It's cool.
It's about the introductions.
Yo,
You already know who it is. It's cool.
I was like, yeah, no.
You already know who it is.
It's cool.
And then, and like you said earlier, shout out to Tiago.
Tiago's ill mind.
Is everyone
world?
So is everyone good though? Everyone had a good start to their weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
Honestly,
We all good. I'm good.
What was y'all up to?
This week was pretty busy. Go ahead, Angel.
I just been working, chilling. That's pretty much it. That's my life. Work.
Let's get into it, really.
That's pretty much it.
So nothing.
Nothing
Honestly.
crazy happened to
So
me
nothing-
this week, honestly.
All right, go ahead.
For me,
Last week,
I've
yes, though.
been-
Sorry.
Nah, you
Last
good,
week,
you good. If you want to elaborate, you can. You feel me?
Yeah, please do so.
Oh, well, so last week, was it last? Yeah, it was last week. There was this. I was at work, and in front of my job, we have this little it's like a gift box where we just basically we put like food, we put canned foods, all that stuff, and if you need it, you come pick it up, and that's it. That's what you got to do. All you have to do is take it. It's for everyone in the community, whoever wants it. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter who.
How often y'all be having it?
Every day. That's there every day. Yeah. You just like go in. If you have like canned foods you want to give, you just put them in the box and that's it. People take them, whatever. So, I pull up to work, and I didn't pull up to work. I was already in work, but I pulled up and freaking there was this one guy that was taking food out of there.
Okay.
So that's normal. That's what it's
You ain't
for.
think nothing of it. You ain't think
People
nothing
are there to get that. And then I feel like this was like a really quick first encounter I had with like a Karen. And like
God.
yeah, bro,
Oh,
it was crazy. And
What
like this dude, he's like, he has a little bag. Mind you, he already went inside to get a bag. He asked for a bag. We gave him a bag. He went outside. He started filling up his bag. That's what it's there for. It's for everyone in the community. It doesn't matter who you are. So like he's putting the stuff in his bag, and this woman literally comes from the alleyway in her car. Comes from her alleyway, and freaking just like stops her car, rolls down her window. Not minding her business, bro. Stops her car, rolls down her window, and says, "That's not for you." Like I heard it, and I look at her. I'm like, and I look at him, and he just turns around. And he's like, "What's your problem?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "That's not for you. There's other people that need it." And he was like, "How do you know that I don't need it?"
Big facts.
Right. And I'm just like, what's wrong with her? But I'm just listening to her at this point.
Right.
And like, they're just going back and forth. Now I see children that are going into the building because the building we work at is a daycare / a church / a whole school. There's a school there. So like the children are going in, and these people are going back and forth, just cursing at each other. Like, and I'm just like, all right.
Oh, great.
In front of the kids?
I'm here.
Oh, great.
Right. And I'm like, I'm here. So I feel like, all right, let me just like try to like calm down the situation. So I go up to the guy. I'm just like, look, bro, take whatever you need. Ignore her. Like, who cares about what she's saying right now? Just take whatever you need. That's what it's there for. And he's like, oh, no, you can't believe these fucking people. She can't mind her business. And she's still going at it from the car. She's still like, get out of there. Get out of there. So I turn around. I'm just like, can you just go? Like, this has nothing to, like, he's not doing nothing to you. He's not bothering you. He's not taking anything from you. This is for the community. Like, what's your problem? He's like, oh, there's other people that need that. I'm like, you don't know him.
Literally.
What is wrong with you?
Literally.
Like, what's wrong with you? Bro, and she's just so mad for a man literally, like, getting food for himself.
That's crazy.
I'm just like, bro, and they're just going back and forth cursing at each other in front of these children. I'm like, yo, there are children here. There's no reason. There's no need for any of that right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's doing a lot.
none
That
of that is
doing a
necessary
lot.
right now. She's mad. She rolls up her window. She goes home, whatever. And I tell my dad about it, and my dad's just like, "Did she have like short hair?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "She had glasses on." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh yeah, she lives in the corner. She's always complaining about something." And I'm like,
Bro.
"Oh,
Got
she
it.
is a
What?
Karen.
Damn,
She is a
OD.
Karen."
Got it.
OD. She just couldn't keep that to herself.
She
huh?
had that rep, yeah.
How about you, Lars? How was your week? Anything eventful happen?
I mean, new work, going to New York. Nothing crazy. Went to Long Island. Long Island was like what, like a 3-hour drive. On the way back, it's crazy because before I did that job, I call him my brother.
What do you do exactly?
I drive trucks. I'm driving a 26-footer right now. You know.
I know we know you, but
Yeah. For those that don't know, I'm driving trucks right now. So yeah,
mind?
you're doing work, and we went to we went to Long Island, and I call him my brother, and I'm like, yo, so I did one on, what was it, Thursday, and then no, I did one on Wednesday. Thursday came around, we did the same job, and I called him my brother. I was like, yo, I'm going to Long Island. Like, I feel like I'm like not far from where you're at. And shout out Showbiz, by the way. And I was just like, yo, like if you
the one who stole the Game Boy.
No. The one the one that I got the Game Boy, I dunked this Game Boy in the toilet. That's who
All
we
right,
talk
yeah.
about. For those that know, tap in. So yeah, I was like, yo, I'm going to Long Island. Like, I feel like the way that I go is not far from where you're at. Like on my way back, like I'll let you know if anything. Like I'll holler at you. He was like, I bet. So I'm on my way back from dropping off, and I got like 6 miles on this road, and I'm like, let me check like how far his crib is right now. Like 9 minutes away. I'm like, I'm sliding on you, bro. Like, hold up, I got time. It was early. It was probably like what? It was like 10. It was like 10:15. Not even. Yeah, it was probably like 10 o'clock. No, I'm lying. My fault. 9:30, and then I got to the crib around like 11 and shit. So I slide on him. I'm over here driving this 26-footer in the Bronx. Like what? Narrow streets, but I'm over here whipping.
Like,
I'm
bro,
whipping.
how are you maneuvering? in
Why?
Why?
Literally, why?
All right, first, I'm gonna answer yours first. How am I maneuvering? Because I does it. That's really,
'Cause
that's
does
really
it.
all it is. Like I does it.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's not my first rodeo driving in New York with the truck, but it's definitely not. It's not something I always do. You feel me? Like this is something, driving in the city is different, but we got avenues that kind of don't have to go through that route. I don't know why I put myself in that situation though. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna slide on you. Ended up sliding on him. No problems though. Slid on him for like 30 minutes. We just chatted. Didn't get to see my little man Milo. You feel me? Shout out Milo. I didn't get to see Milo. But yeah, slid on him and then went to the crib.
Where'd
and
you
honestly, right in front of his
That's an amazing
building.
question.
Right in front of his building, bro. There's nowhere to park on his block. So there was this guy in front of the bodega, and he like, I was like, yo, I'm really hoping this dude moves, because I was really in the middle of the street, because I had to park in a bus zone, because this 26-foot ain't about to park up in no regular spot. So this dude gets in his whip. I'm like, oh, thank God he about to dip. He there for like 3 minutes before he actually drives off. I'm like, yo, I actually ended up getting closer to him. I honked at him because he turned on his whip. I'm like, if you're going to move, you're going to move. So I'm blocking traffic behind me because I'm in this freaking big body. I'm just like, beep, beep. And he moves, set up right there, blocking a bus zone. No bus came through, luckily. And we just chatted up for a minute. And honestly, that was probably like the most eventful thing, because I don't really stop by. Like, I'm rarely in New York like that, let alone to see my bro. So, it was good seeing him, honestly. I think that's
How was the traffic that day for you to be maneuvering that truck?
surprisingly. So the route that I was taking back was 95 south going on towards the George Washington Bridge. And I just had to get off an exit in like 5 miles. And like there was not really traffic on the way back. But the first day that I did that job going up, it was raining. I was supposed to get there like an hour early. Really, like I was supposed to get there at 6:30, drop off at like 7:50. Ended up, because of the rain and traffic and the line at gas, OD time. I got there at like 7:40. I was like, nah, this is crazy. But that was pretty much it. You know?
I don't like doing like long trips when it's raining, cause like
Boo.
that's when that bad accident happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, after that day, I was just like, you know what? Long trips on a rainy day, not really
Not
my
bad.
thing.
Slow for that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. What about you, bro? Anything eventful?
I've been outside. I've been outside. I've been like mentally burnt out.
Why so?
Just
On what
dealing
aspect?
with too many things that I just shouldn't be.
Okay.
Like taking responsibility of others that like I don't owe a thing to, right? So I haven't been in contact with like many people besides like, of course, like, you know, y'all.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I need to chill out. I need to go outside. I need to be anywhere but here, you know.
Facts.
So I've been outside.
Been a studio rat.
This weekend, last weekend, the weekend after the pod. Like, just been
Yeah.
outside, bro. I just been outside. I've been with like some of the homies, and we just got to talking about a lot of things, which makes me start to question who I should be accessible to, because I've hit that certain amount of exposure, and just when you're exposed to different things in life, I feel like your mindset changes. If you're around, you know, we all start at the bottom, right?
For sure.
So everyone you meet at the bottom is gonna have the same mindset, which is just like everyone's always on survival mode, right?
Yeah.
Now, when, like how me and Tiago spoke about on the first pod, when he said, yo, like, did your lessons come from money or the exposure from things? And I said both. Because when you're financially at a point to where you can enter rooms that you normally wouldn't be able to,
Yeah.
or be around people that you normally wouldn't, and you just shut up and you just listen,
Yep.
you take it in, and it's like, oh wow, like there's new ways to think, there's new, you know, just being open,
Yeah.
just being open to it. And I don't take everything, but I take what makes the most sense to me or what can apply to me.
You get value out of like.
And
out of most
that's
things. Out of what you can.
literally what I've learned in the last 2 weeks. So Baruch is telling me, shout out Bucho, by the way.
Bucho.
Shout
He
out
went
him.
to word.
Facts. I gotta dap you up, bro. I gotta dap you up.
Yeah, we probably gonna call you sometime soon
Yeah,
later.
facts.
But so he went down to Miami, and he was
That's right.
being exposed to a lot of different things that like a normal, person just wouldn't, right? And I'll bleep that out. Don't worry about it.
He was out there for a minute too.
Yeah. He was out there for a minute, and bro, he's at this spot, and he's in VIP with like a couple of him and his homies and thing, and like I'm talking about like a crazy level of exposure. Like he's in the one VIP section, and the VIP section next to him is Tory Lanez.
That's different.
Around like 20 people, like
ain't
just
snuff
going
him?
crazy. Nah, I asked
That's
him,
crazy.
and he was like, nah, bro. There was like 20 people around him. Like you couldn't even
valid.
like talk to him. Like you couldn't get like in like a
couldn't get
6
in
foot
the-
radius
yeah,
to
you
him.
couldn't
like,
get in his vicinity.
Yeah, but nah, me and Tory squashed it. He good in the 6. Nah, we good. We good.
good.
So he learned something, and it reciprocated to me when he was telling me about it, and it's about value, right? Now there's 2 ways to look at value. When meeting people, right? If they have no value to you, when do you learn it? How fast do you learn it? And if there's no value in them, then what are we even talking about, right? So like Angel has always said, Angel says, yo, I'll listen before I speak because I need to learn every room that I'm in first, right?
Sure.
You learn someone's value, how? By listening. How fast do you learn it? Probably in the first 45 seconds to 2 minutes into them just speaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll let you know how they think, and I'm not talking value as in money.
Right.
I'm talking value as in like, yo, like
Things that
what
you can't.
what do you offer me, or what do you
Right.
offer to others that like makes you quote unquote just important,
Yeah.
you know? And I had to sit back and like, okay, well, what are my values? I have a lot of knowledge in the things I have knowledge in when it comes to like audio engineering, music, all that, right? And my value in what I can bring to a table, like I meet people, they want to sing or record or whatever. I have a value in like I have assets. I have a studio. I have 10 years experience of like just doing what I do.
Right. In the field.
You are a photographer, you know, like you have value. Like, yeah, I have cameras, different lenses. I have this, you have different assets. So you
Right,
bring
right.
a certain value.
Right.
Right. And you start to shut up more and realize people's value and their mindset. And I just don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
I just
think-
like, cause how many years have y'all known me? And it's like, yo, this dude Andy is just like, he's just crazy. Like, why does he think that way?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have always viewed me that way. Like, yo, why do you think the way you do? Because I've just been exposed to so much, and it's the reason why Tiago's so different as well. You meet Tiago, and you're just like, yo, dog, like, why are you the way you are, bro?
Yo,
Like you're not normal. But it's like, okay, but like, what makes me not normal? Because you haven't been exposed to the things that I've been exposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
But just shows me your value. Like, all right, word, like, we can't sit in the same room and speak because I will not gain anything. You will only absorb and take away from what I bring, and that will drain me, and that will mess with me emotionally and mentally.
So do you feel that someone who hasn't been exposed to the same things that you've been exposed, do you feel that you can't like have like a conversation with that person?
It's not that I can't. It's just I don't want to.
You wouldn't want to?
I just don't like, because if I sit with someone who doesn't bring value to me, and it's not about like using them or anything.
Yeah,
but like I'm always just trying to like learn or like see if you can show me something that I don't know, while in the same time I'm showing you things that you don't know.
Right.
I also feel like where we're at right now, where we're trying to be, where we want to be, where we see ourselves, like I feel like there's no room to like
waste
time.
waste time. You know what I'm saying?
No, and serious thing, right? I haven't been responding to a lot of people. Like, my DMs it's just a bunch of blue bubbles. Like, I don't respond. I haven't been speaking to anybody. I think it is a certain level of mental health. Like, it is a mental health issue for someone to hit me up and ask to be on this podcast without following the page, without subscribing to the channel, without ever sharing the video.
Don't do that.
You know how many messages I've just seen, like, yo, bro, I'm trying to be on the pod. What is your value?
I just want to make this clear.
What do you do for me, bro? What do you do for my team?
You haven't even supported anything that we got going on.
I just want to make this clear.
Do they know? Do they know how much this costs to run?
We're not a promotion service.
Yeah, no,
I am not the Breakfast Club.
Hell
I am not
nah.
Hot 97. I am not Charlemagne. I am not here to sit and talk with you. I'm here to sit and talk about things.
Yeah.
I bring a value to every room I step in.
And honestly, the people that we would want on the pod are things that, like, you know, people that can add value, people who have things going on, or their experiences can like teach us something without us having to like necessarily have gone through those experiences. Like, we know T for a minute, and his experiences, we could literally just learn off of something that he's heard, something that he's taken in one time.
Like you said before, you met Tiago for like one time at my crib, and you already understood the type of person he was just because of his value. Like, you just shut up and you just let people speak.
Exactly.
And you just learn their value.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want nobody here that doesn't bring a value, bro.
Like my dad, you know, you always tell me, like, you know, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen twice as much than you speak. And the thing is, a lot of people like to speak just to like make everyone in the room like feel like, oh, he knows stuff. But it's like, as soon as you open your mouth, bro, you're literally telling everyone who you are.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, as soon as you start talking, you're going to tell the whole room what type of person you are, how you think. And it's like, me personally, I just listen. I'm not a talker, especially if I'm in a place where, y'all know this. If I don't know anybody, I might not even pull up.
That's like, facts. Yo, his first question. Yo, who's all there?
Yo, who all there?
Literally.
Like, I might not pull up for that. Like, 2, like, if I'm just in a...
You asked me how security was. I was like, yo, what is wrong with this dude, bro?
What question is that? What kind of it's okay. He just wanted to know the room. He just wanted to know.
I'm different. Right? I'm just the type of person, I'm always trying to be alert of what's going on around me, because I never want to be caught off guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a fun situation to be in when you're caught off guard. But it's like, you know, a lot of people just like to like talk, and like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, me sitting down with Tiago for the first time, like, I didn't really speak, but just listening to Tiago, like, literally in front of Bruce while we were waiting for Lars to pull up, like, bro, I got like value from just listening to him talk.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I said, I was like, I didn't even know that.
You can see where someone's heart is. You can see where someone's mind is if you just shut up and just let them speak.
Yeah, literally.
You know? Yep. And that's all like I've been learning lately. And I can't allow myself to be as accessible as I used to be. I don't want to be around nobody. I like, and here's the thing. The reason I've been really, really thinking, and I feel like the reason why I've been drained so much is because I'm putting so much of my value into other people's responsibilities instead of my own.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird how you mentioned that, because like from my end, like from my like, how I'm seeing like life right now is like, as a shooter, I want to be able to have like, experiences with people that are like, I'm capturing moments. You feel me? So it's like, I want to be able to bring value to them. I want people to be able to see the value that I bring. And like, how would I be able to, I guess, maximize my value with my photography? And it's like, if I'm thinking, because I 100% agree, 100% agree. Like, if I'm like around you, I want to be like, getting some type of value, or at least giving some type of value. But then it's like, those that are around you, sometimes people kind of just feed off of like what you can provide and stuff like that. But as a shooter, I want to be able to work with a lot of people and like have like those experiences with those people. So it's like, who do I allow, and how do I allow someone to like kind of like be around me without necessarily having them like impact, I guess, those that are around me, like my accessibility, essentially.
Exactly.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
like, do you when you say that that's how you feel, you feel like that like as Andy, or do you also feel like that as Andy and Kuro and the artist that you are?
In both.
In both?
In
Okay.
both. Yeah, I shouldn't. Like, I just know what I bring to the table, and like it shouldn't be, it's like the same. To put it in an analogy, it's like if something is easy to get, you're gonna have the mindset of like it's always there, so like I can just get it whenever I want.
Yeah.
Getting something that's harder to get is like you're gonna chase it, you work harder for it, and then when you get it,
it's about scarcity.
Yeah.
Like, the more
appreciate it
scarce,
more.
the more value it holds.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just, with me, and like I said earlier, like there's just been a lot of years in build up where I have spoken, and a lot of people give me like the crazy look, or they just don't understand me, and it makes me feel uncomfortable, and it has made me feel a certain way, because just like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I know what I'm saying.
You
like,
know, you know yourself, so it's like those. Personally,
but here's
those
the
things
thing.
shouldn't necessarily make you feel uncomfortable.
The thing is the same people who didn't understand me at one point, years later, months later, whatever the time period is, they will, in between or whenever it happens,
At some point.
will be exposed. Either just they'll find themselves somewhere where they get it, or they financially hit a mark where it's like, yo, this is what Andy meant. Like, this is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like hanging out with certain people then affects the results you see in your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
would
100%.
say-
Yeah. The people you hang around,
Oh, for sure.
the people you hang around are either going to bring you down or are going to elevate with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like. Wait. Repeat the question one more time, because I feel like.
the people you hang around affect the results you're getting in your life?
Okay.
Affect the results?
Affect the results. I think
half the
wherever.
time.
I'd say I could agree with half the time. I feel like if you have certain people around you, those people, like you said, there's people that are going to bring you down or elevate you. Now, it's all about what you are, like,
Yeah,
what you're in it
you
for.
also have your own responsibility.
You have your
Yeah.
goals, you have your, like, expectations, and it's a matter of how you handle those things that get you to where you need to be. Now, if you let somebody else's influence kind of how should I say? Like, derail you from what you have going on, I mean, that happens. I feel like that's happened a lot more when I was younger. Like, that doesn't happen nowadays. But back then, I had people that I was around that necessarily didn't bring value, or like didn't necessarily have any effect on where I was going. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it can derail you, but I don't think it's really up to you. I think it's really up to you, because it's a matter of where you want to go.
Yeah, I agree with it being up to you, because like I'm the type of person that like I do not believe in like peer pressure. Like,
Yeah, you make your own choice at the end of the day.
For sure,
that to me is just a lame excuse to do shit that is not either good for you or is not gonna benefit you in any way. And then once shit hits the fan, it's I got peer pressured into doing it. I didn't want to say no, and it's
That's
like
like having a victim mindset.
Do you feel like that's not having enough respect for yourself?
It is.
Yeah,
It is,
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I feel like
lack
you
of
should
accountability.
always.
The most important thing it's having a lack of identity.
Lack
You
of
not knowing
identity.
who you are
Yep.
is gonna stop you from standing on your no.
Lack of accountability as well.
That as well.
Yeah,
You feel
bro.
me?
Like
100%.
it's like I never like me personally. I never like that saying where people are just like, oh yeah, like peer pressure. Don't give in to peer. And it's just like you're your own person. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You have your own brain.
Your
You
own
make
beliefs,
your own decisions.
morals.
No one here is pointing a gun at you, unless you're in that situation. But I doubt it that someone is pointing a gun at you saying you have to do this.
You
And it's
gonna hit this vape, bro.
That's that's literally like your choice to make. And like
For sure.
I don't like how people use that escape. Like, yeah, it was just peer
That
pressure.
defense
Yeah.
mechanism.
I was
Yeah.
weak at the moment.
Like
I
I
was
s-
vulnerable, and it's like, nah, you made a choice, and now you regret the choice, and you're just making excuses for
Yeah,
it.
like I said, it's
Like-
like a victim mindset. Definitely. Because
Yeah.
it's like you kind of don't want to be responsible for that. You want to feel like, oh, like this came upon me, not I had control over the situation.
Do y'all feel like y'all have to like let go of like people you've known because they're not at your level?
Not let them go, but distance.
Distance for sure.
Distance
Boundaries.
until
Boundaries for
until like I'm not gonna be around people that don't understand me. It's the
Okay.
same. It's the same. Like even with Veronica, and shout out to Veronica.
Yeah, for sure.
She was.
Shout
I
outs
wanted
to
to
her.
invite her, but she had me and her were talking. She was like coming down with like a little sickness.
Okay.
And I just didn't want her to have to worry about being here and not feeling her best. Maybe not 100% ready. So I
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah.
you'll be here when
Nah,
you'll
for
be
sure.
here.
Get
Yeah.
better
So-
soon.
Of course, yeah. Thoughts and prayers, of course, always. But even when I met Veronica, it was always like cordial. It was never we never really spoke or
Right.
like dove into
dove.
like a real conversation. But when I did and I got to understand where she was at, I felt lost. And I had to like
What you mean by lost though?
like if my mindset is here, she was here.
She was on a different
And she had to like help me understand things for like the first few, maybe even the first few hours.
Yeah.
Until like I got there and I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
and everything, there's more things just started to click, and until I was able to hold my own in the conversation, because it was really just her talking to me,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
really
yeah.
me just listening until I hit that mark, and I was
So you
like,
hit that
oh,
wavelength.
yeah.
So you hit her frequency. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's one of those things. Like, you know, you on your path, on your like destination, there's just like that. There's just that energy that you hold, and like those, like I said, the wavelength that you're on, other people just aren't there yet. Like you could be right here, someone could be right here, and it's like because you're not matched, you and essentially you're in the room with them for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you are able to, that's why there's that saying: if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So it's like if you're in the wrong room, get into the room that you can get value out of people, like or not, like you said, not to like necessarily use people, but it's like you want to be the best self that you can be, like your best self,
And
like
just
get
to
the most value that you can.
And we could segue into the next thing, because
Go
like
ahead.
like if you're in a room with Elon Musk,
Elon Musk.
yeah.
Honestly, yo, I'm not
Yeah,
saying
straight
a
up.
damn word.
So that's why you also learned so much from Veronica. Is like you put your ego aside. You're like, I have nothing to prove. I
There's
have
no
everything to
ignorance.
gain.
There's no,
Right,
and
right.
people are
No
ignorant,
ego.
bro.
Yeah.
Like people are because they
they think what they
it's
think
ignorance.
is like
Ignorance
the
will
most.
block you from breaking that wall and to wanting to experience and understand something new that can be beneficial for you.
sure.
Because no one wants to be wrong.
Yeah, right.
Everyone
right.
wants to be right, and everyone know like my way is gonna work. Oh, okay. Well, if that's what you believe, I'm gonna always respect everyone's decision. I've always told everyone like, yo, if that's what you believe, and if that's what you believe is best for you, it is for you. Like
Right,
I don't really
right.
even have an opinion after that. But let's say you get in a room with Elon Musk. What that man has been exposed to, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just because of where money has taken him. That's why I don't even.
You can't even
I
fathom.
don't think about like the real reason on why he bought Twitter, like because he's whatever
He's
he's
a-
been
he-
whatever
yeah.
he's been exposed to, bro. He makes his moves for a reason.
for sure.
It's rich people business, bro. Which is why I don't have an opinion. Oh, word, he bought Twitter, cool. Like whatever he's doing next is going to involve whatever he's been
whatever
exposed
that
to.
move. Honestly, whatever he has planned next, that move was just another chess piece.
Yeah.
Like I guess he kind of needed that for where he's going, because like it's free. He wants like free speech along the platform. And honestly, I think there was a situation. I'm pretty sure there was a situation where like, somebody had like crucial, true information. I think it was on maybe a major
On his location.
No. What I don't know about that.
Someone kept dropping his lope.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like
and Twitter wouldn't take it down.
there
So
was,
I heard he bought it out of pettiness.
That's crazy. I mean, he probably did, because him buying most shares was
Talk
like,
about having fuck you money. Like that's literally what that
That's
is,
facts.
bro. That's literally what that is. Like
There-
who thinks about just buying, bro, Twitter?
just because you can.
Just literally because you can.
Paid in full in cash.
44 billion in cash, bro. I don't even. That's disgusting.
And honestly,
That's
there's
disgusting.
there's
pocket
the
change to him, bro.
Yeah,
there's
that's
the
disgusting.
spectrum. Actually, let me finish what I was gonna say. What I had on my mind. But there was like something that came out true on a major news source, and they like took it down because like the hires, they just don't want the truth being spread.
The world government.
The world government. They don't want the truth to be known. And Elon was like, yo, like that can't be happening. Like there's free speech for a reason. That's literally what, the First Amendment? Something like that, right? I don't know too much about it. I mean, like a few weeks ago I was like, should I start learning my rights a lot better? Like,
and this isn't me getting super political, but like, why would you take out our ex-president? Man should be like, he can't talk on.
Yeah,
Social
yeah,
Yeah,
that's facts.
nah, it's facts.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
Why
is
would you
true.
do that?
Yeah.
He should be able to say what he wants to say.
yeah. Even
Yeah.
though he was wilding, but like he has the right to say it though, you know.
Bro, there's
Yeah,
people
exactly.
that say worse. All right, there's people that say stupid shit, bro, and they're on every platform. You see them on your timeline. You see them everywhere.
And it'd be false info.
And it'd be false info,
Because
bro.
they want to push that agenda. They want people to just be like, essentially they don't want us to be free thinkers. And like once the truth, and there's this one saying where
I'm
it's
about
like,
to call Veronica.
there's this one saying
His
where
headphone
it's
on the
like,
phone.
this is one saying where it's like, okay, you can never really be right. You can never be right. You just have to be a little less wrong. So it's like the more information that you can like contain or like get is like leading you to an answer. But even then, like there's no true answer because there's so many sides to shit. So it's like once they see that people are pushing the agenda, like, yo, we need to wake these people up. They need to know like what's going on. It's like
it's like don't look up. It's like don't look up.
You know too much. We got to turn you off. We got to shut you up.
I know.
That's crazy.
Same way how they turned the machines off, and all of a sudden I don't see nobody really getting sick. I ain't gonna say the word because
Nah, shit disappeared.
yeah,
Non-existent.
you could go to New York now, lit.
That's crazy.
No, you don't need no vaccine card. You don't need none of that.
Right there. You said
Yeah,
that.
we in the
Boom,
spot.
censored.
No.
said
You
boom.
can say vaccine.
Can you?
Yeah.
Without the
Could be talk- nah,
Yo,
it's
my
true.
gosh, bro. I'm a
without the bleep.
timestamp it. Timestamp it. 33 minutes.
Without the bleep. Sorry, my fault.
I'm like, yo, I literally stopped. Like I said it.
Yo, it was just like one of those. It was just one of those. Like,
one of those.
all right, okay, we're not doing that. I already deal with that enough.
Do you guys feel like in school you're taught discipline or you're taught how to think?
You're taught
Discipline.
to.
I feel discipline.
You're taught to follow.
You're taught to follow.
You're taught to wake up at 6 a.m,
Yeah.
be at work at 7, get off.
There's
like, that's what you're taught.
There's the heavy idea that school is for the working class. Like they teach you how to be in the working class.
Yeah.
They don't teach you how to be like.
But they do because they don't show you anything about like financial
Finances.
management,
they don't show you
financial
anything
literacy,
about financial literacy.
nothing,
exactly.
nothing. You come out of there, bro. Literally, myself, like, bro, I came out of high school and I went straight to the army, but there is where like I got more knowledge being in that world
I
than
got
in
something. Go ahead.
school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
being in real life,
In
essentially.
school, like, yeah, like you get knowledge, especially like I feel personally, like in public schools, because of the different things you see and all that stuff and whatever. But like you don't get like a life, like
No.
you don't get taught how to move through life.
Check this.
You know what I'm
for sure,
saying?
yeah.
Everyone who like and no discredit to anyone who goes to college or anything. It's none of that. But like
Yeah,
the school people and people who just stay at home and learn all they learn from like the internet and all that. I'll let you know, I've learned so much more from just working a job. Mm-hmm. Like meeting people and just like you know, you meet your managers are usually older than you.
Like you said,
even some
being in the same
coworkers,
room.
even some coworkers are older than you, right?
Yeah.
You know how many people broke down credit to me at work?
Damn.
Taxes, tax write-offs at work.
Yeah.
Like when I was at Chipotle and just serving rice, and Dylan is over here talking about like, yeah, bro, this. I'm like, yo, wait, whoa. I need to
Run
be.
that back.
I need to be. I'm 19, bro. Like
Yeah.
I need to hear this.
This is information.
Yeah.
You feel me?
This is information. This is value.
When I was over here making brick oven pizzas with Tiago, bro, Tiago's really just breaking down things, and I'm like, whoa, I can't even put pepperoni on this
Yeah.
shit right now. Like he's breaking down some
That's facts.
business right here. Like
Yeah.
I'm seeing the way Tiago moves. I'm seeing like all these and shout out to Oso.
Shout
Shout out to Oso,
Shout
bro,
out
because
Oso.
the amount I've learned from Oso, bro,
Word.
is like, yo, dog, like I've learned because there's people, right? People younger than us. I'm not gonna say the generation, 'cause I'm not gonna put that.
Right,
but
right,
like
right.
people younger than us, a lot of them don't want to work.
Yeah, yeah, for
A
sure.
lot of them are like, why
Honestly,
is
bro.
everyone hiring? That was never a
Bro,
thing. It used to be hard to get a
Yeah,
job.
bro.
That's
Everyone is
facts.
fucking hiring now,
That
bro.
is
Like
facts.
no one wants to get out there.
And like it just doesn't make sense. But everyone's at the crib just chilling. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like if you're not exposed to certain things, like bro, like get a job. You can hate the job, whatever. I hated most of my jobs.
Yeah. That's
You
just
feel
how
me?
it goes.
That's just how it goes.
Work is
But
work.
yo, when you meet the people at work and you could learn something from them, it's like, yo, dog, like I don't mind coming here.
That's value you can't get anywhere else.
You
like
you
said,
can't
it's
learn it. Like they won't teach you that in a classroom,
Yeah.
bro.
You know what's
Yeah, that's
crazy?
facts.
Because
Like,
it's with real life people in a real life environment.
with
when
real
I started
experiences.
working, like that was like my second job. My first job was there. Just my second job was at Reeb when I did the doors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When I started working there, you know, my dad would ask me, so, you know, do you talk to people? Because my dad knows I'm a quiet person. I don't really talk to
you
nobody.
be to yourself.
And he was asking me that. I was like, nah, I just do my work and I just
out.
work and get out. I clock in, clock out, and I'm home. And he's like, you know, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, why? You know, it's work. I'm just there to get my money and bounce. And he's like, yeah, but think about this. You're at your job, right? How many hours are you at your job?
9 hours.
10 to
hours,
12.
12 hours.
You know,
Sometimes more.
at the time I was doing 10 to 12 hours a day.
Right.
And he was like, you know, you're there literally the whole day more than what you're going to be with your family. He was like, they're going to start becoming somewhat your family because those are the people you're around with 10 to 12 hours a day.
5 days a week.
You know, 5 days a week. You know, he was like, don't ever be the person to just clock in and clock out and go to work.
It's almost like
when
not
there's
being
people
absent.
around you that have information that you might need. You know, and
Yeah.
he literally told me that, not like, you know, obviously a father giving fatherly advice to his son.
Yeah.
But it's like at the time I was just like, all right. But then I
didn't
go to
think about
work,
it.
I start talking to people, and I start getting information from these people, and it's like
You're
this
just
is what-
learning
this is
from
what
other
he meant.
learning from other people's
Yeah.
mistakes, so you don't have to make them.
Exactly.
Yo, you know how many
That's what you've been pushing for a minute too.
OD, bro.
You've been on the sound on doing music for like
10 years.
10 years, mad long, literally 10 years. And it's like people are now figuring those things out when it's like
You
they
could
don't
have just learned it from me, and you could avoid
Right.
what I learned in 10 years. You could learn in 2, and you could avoid 8 years of mistakes that I had.
That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yeah.
Like just
But that's the thing. There's some people that are
Ignorant.
like a little bit hard headed, and it's that little saying that it's like I'll just learn on my own. You know what I'm saying?
What
it's
we say
like,
on the
cool.
first pod, you can't teach nobody.
Yeah,
nothing.
you can't
Yeah,
teach
you
nobody
can't.
anything.
But it's like there's certain situations where you don't have to go through the extra shit if they're literally giving you a whole blueprint on how to avoid it and get to the mark.
My thing
Yeah.
is like what makes you different. You know, like if you meet a girl and she's known for cheating, and you date her, like yo, what makes you think in your head that you are so different?
Yeah, literally.
What makes you think
That's
that you
funny.
are just so different?
Yeah.
That she going like nah, bro. I got her. I got
This
her
the
like
one.
I
Yeah,
got
I
her
got
like
her
a
around my
side
finger.
sticker.
I'll tell you what.
No,
You're not different. You're not that guy.
pal.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
You're not.
Value, bro. Value.
Value for
Even
sure.
working my job, bro. I'm around people that are doing $1 million business every day, and bro, like the CEO of the company, he's like there. He's
Yeah.
there all the time. I just be chopping it up with him because I'm like, he views my father as a son, so he views me as like a grandkid.
Right.
So like me and him just be chopping it up, and I just be asking him like, yo, like, what made you like
What made you do
what
all
made
this?
you do all this? And he started at like 38 when he started the company. Like what people
How old is he now?
Yeah.
67.
Okay. So
And some people have that mindset, you know, like, oh, I'm 37, like I don't know how I'd feel about making my own business now. Nah, bro, he did not. Like, he said,
If
yo,
you're 47,
Yo,
you
Bro,
still have time.
my parents made their business at what? 30, 37?
yeah.
My dad,
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
really
sorry.
never too. Nah, but
Nah,
I
my dad
can't.
was
I
like
can't do
40
the
at the
impression
time
right now. I
already.
can't. I would do it. I just can't. But Gary V said it's never too late. So
Yeah, it's really not. It's really not. Honestly, you just have to have a longevity mindset. You can't.
are you on TikTok? Like, yo, son, get this buffoon out of here, son. That's
crazy.
This
That's
buffoon
crazy.
out of here. It's all madness.
Yeah, it's definitely a longevity mindset. Like, people want things instant. You know, instant gratification. People want to reach their goals right now. People want to see those things as soon as possible.
I don't understand the long goal.
Exactly. You got to have, honestly, that goes to show with, like, in every aspect, really. Like, if you want to, what's that saying? If you want to go somewhere fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, go with others or go together. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's what we in it for. Like, we in it for the long run. We're here to stay, really. We're not going nowhere. So it's like, that goes along with also investments, you know, people who are into stocks, people who are into crypto, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, crypto is a way faster moving market than just like regular stocks and bonds and stuff. So people who are like into investing, they have long-term investments. You know, you have to be able to see it not for now, not for what you'll be able to gain now. It's about what you could gain later, or at least in time. And honestly, that's what you could apply that mindset to everything in your lifetime. Like, how far do you see yourself going? And if you see yourself going that far, set those goals. Okay, you want to be here in 5 years. All right, how you going to get there? You want to be here in 10 years. How you going to get there? You see yourself doing this for 30 years plus years, like your boss? Bro, he started when he was 38, you said? 30,
Something like that,
30,
yeah.
30 something? He's well past 30 years on he got stained. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing it for
30.
a minute.
All right, I know he's 67, and he was definitely 37 when he started because this year was the 30th year of the company.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Had a nice little banquet.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, no, it was super dope.
But yeah, honestly, he had that in mind. He had that longevity in mind. It's like, yo, I'm going to be
think
doing
about
this
it
for
too.
a minute.
Not many people are willing to take risks, you know, especially when, how do I say this? All right, I don't care. You know, especially people that, you know, don't have that capital or like money behind them.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that you're taught from, you know, at a young age
Be
is
safe
save
with your money.
Save your money. Be safe for your money. You know, don't be spending crazy. And it's like, you think that these millionaires, billionaires they probably have some money tucked away, but you think that they're saving every penny they got?
Cash flow.
Nah, bro. They
Cash
gotta
flow.
like expand that
I'll tell
to
you what,
even more money.
I don't know
Have to.
how it makes sense, but cash flow definitely exists because last summer when we was at the spot,
Yeah.
like, and I'm over here just blowing bread, bro, for whatever reason, bro, I had more money.
right.
I had more money when
You have
I
more
was
money-
let-
you have
when I
more
was
money
let-
coming
when
in,
I was
so you
letting
give it
go.
out.
It was coming. Like, I don't know how.
The
but
universe
cash-
didn't want you to
cash
stop
flow-
going.
It was just coming back.
That too.
Money is recycled. Money is recycled.
It's your attachment to money, your emotional attachment. When you think money is abundant, it just comes in that way. You manifest it that way. It's a whole nother playing field when you're working in that manner. It's fucking insane.
But if you
Where's
think
this
of
mic?
it,
Where's this mic?
if you think of it like, you know, oh my God, like there's not enough of it, then you won't see enough.
Yo, I just realized something.
And what's that?
All right, when we do the halftime show, I have an idea.
Okay.
All right,
Mr.
Scared the fuck out of me.
I'll put the auto-tune on that part.
Nah,
Okay,
both
bet.
of y'all, yeah. Both of y'all this morning just came in trying to scare somebody because I'm in the whip in the front waiting, and like I'm on my phone, and like Andy just comes up by the window and goes,
The same way the cop did on the bike. Get in the basket, motherfucker.
I'm over here like, yo, like,
I was like, come on, let's go.
man, this one comes in. What'd you say?
I just walk in. Yo, nobody heard. I was a thief. You feel me? Not a thief in the night. Let me just not
Nah,
a thief.
see?
That's
See?
crazy. It really came out like that.
Where the glasses at, bro?
Damn, that's crazy. Yo, I don't have them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for pitching this narrative. That's really not me. Chill. Anyways, I came in like a ninja, and I just, and Andy
I'm over here.
spilling his coffee. Like,
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. My presence wasn't my presence wasn't known, so I had to.
We didn't feel
make
his
it known.
energy.
That's crazy.
We didn't feel his
I
energy.
didn't, your vibe
I'm about to
definitely.
shake the room.
Your vibe definitely did not kick
Yeah.
in.
Wow.
When
It
the
was
door
all-
Yeah, I
opened.
didn't feel it.
Nah.
All right.
Nah. Is there anything else to discuss before we hit this halftime?
No, I think the muffins are about to come out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Tiago, did you put the muffins in?
Yeah.
All right,
Got
bet.
it.
Yeah, Tiago about to go
Alright.
check on the muffins. We'll
All
be
right,
right
y'all.
back.
You already know what it is. Rebel 93 podcast.
You already.
Halftime show. Gonna holla at y'all. Y'all
Holla,
be easy.
holla.
We'll be right back.
Love.
Tune in, stay in tune, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff.
Yes.
And
Let us know your thoughts.
shout out gang.
Shout out, gang.